A HondaJet tops out around 1,547 nautical miles. A BBJ 787 can stretch to about 9,960. That's the same category name doing wildly different things. So here's the full private jet ladder, from tiny flex jets to the last slot, the one that looks less like celebrity travel and more like a moving capital city. Very light jets are the compact end of private flying. HondaJet Elite 2, Cirrus Vision Jet, short hop machines for quick escapes. A HondaJet Elite 2 reaches about 1,547 nautical miles, cruises near 422 knots, and usually carries 5 or 6 people in a real luxury layout. The tell is the cabin. You sit comfortably, but you are not standing up in there. It feels closer to a sports coupe than a flying apartment. Best visual trick. The HondaJet mounts its engines above the wing, opening more cabin and baggage space. From that clever HondaJet, step into the light jet, the classic celebrity quick hop machine. It's small enough to dodge big airport drama, but big enough to feel actually private. Think Cessna Citation CJ4 Gen 2, about 2,165 nautical miles, up to 11 seats, though famous owner cabins usually swap rows for lounge space. The whole point is efficiency, real speed and privacy without hauling a giant empty cabin. Wild part, some can be flown single pilot while still ripping along at 451 knots. Then there's the oddball, the Pilatus PC-24. It's the luxury jet for people who want private aviation without obeying all the usual private jet rules. With 6 passengers, it'll do about 2,000 nautical miles at roughly 440 knots. But the real party trick is access. Grass, gravel, snow, rough strips, this thing can land there. Pilatus literally calls it the first and only super versatile jet, and for once, the marketing line is basically true. From that do-everything Swiss Army knife, you step into the mid-sized jet, and now it actually feels rich. There's enough cabin to stand, turn, and walk without doing the private aviation crouch. A Citation Latitude gives you a 6-foot stand-up cabin, and that changes the whole experience fast. The big surprise is how much larger these feel than the label suggests. Flatter floor, taller cabin, calmer vibe. For celebrities flying often, this is the sweet spot, serious range, without dragging a flying estate out of Los Angeles every trip. Next step up, the super mid-sized jet. This is where private flying gets transatlantic serious without turning into a giant status monument. Picture a Gulfstream G280, about 3,600 nautical miles of range, up to 10 seats, and a real stand-up cabin. That means serious water crossings, but it still works like a business jet, not a mini airliner. This is the blend: long legs, usable cabin, and less operating pain than the huge stuff. Quietly, this is where mission starts beating badge. Then the big transatlantic cabin shows up. Think full stand-up interior, real separate zones, and enough range to make an ocean crossing feel routine. The Falcon 8X is the poster child. About 6,450 nautical miles, room for 12 to 16 people, and 3 engines instead of the usual 2. Inside, you can split it into lounge space, workspace, even an aft shower. Outside, that tri-jet tail gives it a very specific silhouette. After that tri-jet tail, you jump to the non-stop flex machine. This is the jet for stars who want fewer fuel stops, fewer airport sightings, and more continents in one day. A Gulfstream G700 reaches about 7,750 nautical miles. Inside, the cabin stops feeling like one room and starts reading like a floor plan. Up to 5 living areas, seats for 19, beds for 13. And on flights this long, even cabin altitude matters because fatigue becomes part of the product. And then the scale breaks. This is a converted airline jet, usually a Boeing business jet built on the 737. Same airliner bones underneath, but the cabin gets rebuilt for a tiny VIP count. Lounges, a dining area, private rooms, crew space. The giveaway is sheer square footage. At this size, you stop arguing about seat pitch and start comparing floor plans. Even the flex changes. BBJ sells a dedicated low cabin altitude system because this is basically a flying residence. The last one is the VIP airliner, a private jet so oversized it stops feeling like a jet at all. Picture a 787 stripped of airline rows and rebuilt like a flying house. Boeing's BBJ 787 pitch goes to roughly 9,960 nautical miles with a low 6,000-foot cabin altitude, so ultra-long trips feel less punishing. The fuselage is wide enough for an actual entryway, lounge zones, private rooms, even a full stateroom. At this scale, the category breaks. Not a business jet with nicer seats, but a private long-haul airliner organized like a palace. The wild part is the privacy. Real doors, real rooms, real separation. Funny part is how fast the category breaks. It starts with jets that are basically fast luxury taxis and ends with aircraft so big they need bedrooms, showers, and staff zones. Same label, totally different planet.